it begins without warning. Without any sign of diplomacy or negotiation, Earth's peaceful existence is shattered by an alien invasion. A fleet of enormous alien warships suddenly appears in the sky, blocking out the sun. Their hulls gleam with unfamiliar technology, and at the forefront of this invasion is a massive supership controlled by a highly intelligent alien AI. This ship towers over Earth like a dark cloud, its weapons powered by technology far beyond anything humanity has ever seen. The first sign of the invasion comes when the skies light up with blinding beams of light. From the alien ships, robotic soldiers descend onto Earth's major cities. Drones swarm through the air like a storm, carrying devastating energy weapons that tear through buildings. The cities that once stood as symbols of human achievement crumble into rubble, and the sound of destruction fills the air. The military rushes to defend Earth. Fighter jets launch from military bases, trying to intercept the alien ships. Tanks and soldiers swarm the streets, preparing for battle, but it's all in vain. The alien weapons are too powerful, their soldiers too advanced. Earth's best weapons, even with their incredible speed and firepower, are no match for the overwhelming force of the invaders. The jets are shot down in seconds, and tanks are obliterated before they can even reach the streets. The camera pulls back, giving us a wide view of Earth's cities being consumed by fire. Buildings that once stood tall are now collapsing, their skeletons reduced to piles of ash. We see explosions ripping through the streets, sending massive clouds of smoke into the air. People, caught in the chaos, scramble for shelter. The sound of sirens and screams fills the air as the world watches in horror. In the distance, the alien warships continue their relentless bombardment, their weapons lighting up the sky. The camera cuts to a group of civilians running through a destroyed city, dodging debris falling from above. The sound of alien drones flying overhead echoes like a death knell. The devastation is total. The human race has never faced anything like this. Amidst the chaos, we hear a voice, a calm, steady voice that cuts through the panic. It's Captain Laura Harper, one of Earth's last remaining military leaders. She is in an underground bunker, monitoring the situation with her team. As she watches the destruction unfold, a grim determination fills her face. "We're not done yet," she says, her voice steady and resolute. "We'll show you what true power is." Her words are not just a rallying cry, they are a promise. Even though Earth's military is failing, Harper knows that humans have something that the aliens cannot understand: a will to fight, a spirit that refuses to be broken. Her words echo throughout the bunker, filling the hearts of every survivor with a renewed sense of hope. They may be outmatched, but they are far from defeated. As the camera lingers on the smoldering remains of a city, the screen fades to black. The aliens have won the first battle, but the war is far from over. The humans' fight for survival has only just begun. After the invasion, only a small number of survivors remain, hiding from the alien forces that now control Earth's cities. The few who manage to escape the initial onslaught, soldiers, civilians, and scientists, find shelter in the underground subway tunnels beneath the city. These tunnels, once a part of everyday life, are now their only refuge. They are cold, dark, and crumbling, but they provide some protection from the relentless alien forces above. In the depths of this underground world, Captain Laura Harper begins to organize a resistance. The survivors are frightened, lost, and unsure of how to fight back. But Harper, hardened by the horrors of the invasion, knows they must come together if they are to have any hope of surviving. It's not just about survival anymore, it's about fighting back, reclaiming their home. Harper forms an unlikely alliance with Dr. Elias Kent, a brilliant hacker who once worked for a top tech company. He is now a key player in the resistance, using his knowledge of alien technology to help humans fight. Dr. Kent has studied the alien systems and can decode their communication signals. He knows how their tech works, and that gives the humans a small edge. Together, Harper and Kent start to build a plan. The underground hideout soon transforms into a command center. Old subway stations are cleared, and makeshift walls are put up. Tables are cluttered with alien technology, maps, and plans for the counterattack. Weapons made from scraps are scattered around, ready for use. Everyone has a role to play, and every day they train and prepare, hoping for a chance to strike. The camera moves through the dimly lit tunnels, showing soldiers sharpening weapons, scientists studying alien tech, and civilians providing support. The sounds of hammers, tools, and hushed conversations fill the air. This once bustling city below ground has become their last stand. The harsh fluorescent lights flicker as Harper stands in front of a large map, staring down at Earth, plotting their next move. The Resistance's first major operation is risky, perhaps too risky. But they have no choice. They need supplies, and they need them fast. Dr. Kent has discovered the location of an alien supply depot hidden in the city's outskirts. It's guarded by robots and drones, but it's their only chance to obtain the weapons they need. Using a cloaking device created from salvaged alien tech, the Resistance team sneaks past the alien sensors, avoiding detection. The device makes them invisible to the enemy, but it's not perfect. The group moves silently through the city streets, shadows in the night. Tension is high as they approach the depot. Once inside, the Resistance members quickly begin planting explosives to sabotage the alien supplies. They're nearly done when a drone detects them. Action: the camera zooms in as a robotic guard detects movement and activates its weapons. Suddenly, the quiet is shattered by the loud whirring of machine guns. The Resistance team is forced into a fierce fight. Harper leads the charge, dodging and weaving around the robots, using her combat skills to outmaneuver them in tight spaces. The camera follows her as she strikes, knocking out one robot after another in quick succession. The battle spills into the dark alleys, where the Resistance soldiers fight off the advancing robotic forces. Robots fall, sparks flying from their broken metal bodies, but the humans are outnumbered. Explosions ring out as they set off the bombs, causing massive damage to the alien supply depot. The humans successfully sabotage the alien communications, creating confusion among the invaders. But victory comes at a heavy cost. Emotional core: the battle has claimed lives. One of the Resistance fighters, Private Liam, is mortally wounded in the fight. As he lies dying, he looks up at Harper, giving a weak smile and saying, "We're making them bleed. We can win." His death weighs heavily on Harper's heart, but it also steals her resolve. They've gained ground, but the fight has only just begun. The survivors return to the underground base with new weapons and vital information, but they carry the loss of their comrades. Harper reflects on the cost of their first victory, how even small wins come at a high price. But there's a new sense of hope among the survivors. They've proven that they can strike back, that they can hurt the aliens. Harper's leadership is solidified. Her words ring out, "We've shown them we're not afraid. We'll keep fighting." As they head back into the tunnels, the Resistance knows this victory is just the beginning. They've taken the first step in a long journey to reclaim their home. But for the first time, they believe they can win. In the heart of space, aboard the massive AI-controlled flagship, General Zarek, the alien leader, watches with cold eyes as his fleet dominates Earth's cities. Zarek's flagship is a marvel of alien engineering, its advanced technology far beyond human comprehension. The AI at the ship's core makes every decision with brutal precision. Zarek believes victory is inevitable. The humans, with their primitive weapons and outdated tactics, are no match for the superior might of the alien forces. From his control room, Zarek mocks the human resistance. "They are weak," he says, sneering. "Their survival instinct is their only strength, and it will be their downfall." He orders his forces to prepare for the final strike, thinking the humans will crumble under the pressure. But he underestimates their courage, their will to fight. The aliens launch a counteroffensive. Their advanced technology allows them to track the hidden human strongholds, and they begin to locate the Resistance bases one by one. Alien drones scan the surface, searching for any sign of life. The camera shows the tense faces of the human Resistance as they realize their time in the shadows is running out. Harper watches from the command center, her mind racing. The walls are closing in, and their position is no longer safe. The counterattack is coming. The aliens begin to deploy new, more deadly weapons. Zarek's forces now know the humans' tactics and are ready to wipe them out. The first signs of an impending attack come when the ground shakes, and distant explosions light up the sky. The tension rises. Harper knows that they must act fast before the aliens overwhelm them. The battle rages on. The Resistance fights fiercely, but the aliens are relentless. As the humans hold their ground in the streets, Sergeant Bonner, a beloved member of Harper's team, makes the ultimate sacrifice. While holding off a group of alien soldiers, he is hit by a blast from an alien weapon. His last moments are spent giving his life to protect the others. Bonner's death shakes the heart of the resistance. Harper, who had always seen Bonner as a brother, feels his loss deeply. His sacrifice reminds her of the price of war. The camera shows Harper standing over Bonner's lifeless body, a determined expression on her face. The voiceover echoes his final words, "We'll show them the power of humanity." Those words drive Harper forward, giving her strength even in the face of overwhelming odds. The battle intensifies as alien robots swarm the human camp. Under the cover of darkness, the resistance is forced to fight in close-quarters combat. The scene is chaotic. Explosions rock the streets, sending up clouds of dust and debris. The camera zooms in on Harper as she moves through the smoke and fire, using every skill she's learned to take down the alien forces. The sound of clashing metal, gunfire, and the heavy stomps of alien robots fills the air. The fight is brutal and personal. Every corner is a battleground, every alley a trap. The human resistance soldiers push back, but at a cost. The camera cuts to soldiers fighting side by side, struggling to hold their ground against the alien onslaught. Sparks fly as weapons clash, and the streetlights flicker in the chaos. The emotional intensity of the battle grows as the humans fight not just for survival but for revenge, for the loss of Bonner and the hope of humanity's future. In the end, the humans manage to force the aliens to retreat, but it's a hollow victory. They've won the battle, but at the cost of many brave soldiers. The streets are littered with the fallen, and the survivors know that the war is far from over. Harper looks around at the weary faces of her team, her heart heavy with grief for the losses they've suffered. But her resolve is stronger than ever. "We will not give up," she tells her team, her voice firm. "We fight for each other, and for Bonner." The tension lingers as the survivors regroup and prepare for the next battle, knowing that the real fight is still ahead. But in that moment, the spark of human resilience shines brighter than ever. The resistance knows that this is the last chance to end the war. The stakes are higher than ever. They've gathered their remaining strength and resources for the ultimate assault. They have one weapon capable of taking down the alien fleet, the fusion bomb, a deadly device powered by alien technology that can destroy the alien flagship. But it comes at a cost. The mission is a one-way trip. Once the bomb is planted, there's no turning back. It's either they succeed, or humanity loses everything. Harper and her team prepare for the most dangerous mission of their lives. They know they might not make it out alive, but they've come too far to back down. Their hearts are heavy, but their resolve is unshakable. As they board the transport ship, they share one last look with each other, each knowing that this is their final stand. The human team infiltrates the alien mothership, a monstrous structure orbiting Earth. The inside is like nothing they've ever seen before, sleek, metallic walls, pulsating with alien energy. The team moves cautiously, using every trick they've learned to avoid detection. But the alien defenses are too advanced. The ship is crawling with robotic guards and AI-controlled drones that detect the smallest movement. The team fights their way through wave after wave of enemies, with each encounter getting more intense. The camera cuts between close-quarters combat and high-tech shootouts, as the team battles through the alien ship. Sparks fly, and the sound of clashing metal fills the air as humans and robots face off. The tension builds as the countdown to the bomb's detonation ticks away, adding to the pressure of the mission. Each member of the resistance fights not only for survival but for the future of humanity. After intense fighting, they finally reach the core of the mothership. Harper places the fusion bomb in its designated spot. But just as they're about to leave, General Zarek, the alien leader, appears. He captures Harper, using his superior strength and alien technology to overpower her. He drags her away, determined to break her spirit and force her to surrender. As the bomb ticks down, time is running out. Zarek attempts to break Harper's will. He taunts her, trying to convince her that the human race is weak and that they cannot win. "You think you can defeat me," he sneers. "You are nothing. Your fight is pointless." But Harper, bruised and captured, doesn't back down. In the face of the alien leader, she remains defiant. "You can take our cities, Zarek," she says, her voice steady despite the pain. "But you'll never break our spirit. We will show you what true power is." Her words echo in the silence of the alien ship. The bomb continues to tick, a constant reminder that the time for talk is over. With the last of her strength, Harper's team bursts into the room, freeing her. Together, they make one final push to escape. They reach the ship's exit, with the bomb set to detonate. The moment the bomb explodes, the camera zooms in on the mothership as it erupts in a massive shockwave. Fire and debris rain down from the explosion, tearing apart the ship. The alien flagship is destroyed in a flash of light, and the shockwave sends ripples through the entire fleet. The alien ships begin to fall from the sky, disabled and crashing to Earth below. The camera cuts to Harper's face. Though battered and exhausted, there's a look of victory in her eyes. Her mission is complete. The camera lingers for a moment on her expression. She's been through hell, but she's won. The humans have won. As the explosion fades, the remaining survivors of the resistance watch from a distance. They see the alien ships fall, and with them, the threat that has loomed over Earth for so long. The war is over. They've saved humanity, and they've proven to the aliens that no matter how powerful their technology or how cold their logic, they could never defeat the human spirit. The war is over. The alien fleet retreats, defeated and broken. The once mighty ships, now disabled and scattered across the stars, leave Earth in peace. The battle for survival has been won, but the cost has been high. The sky is no longer filled with the sounds of explosions, and the Earth, though scarred by the conflict, begins to heal. Cities are in ruins, and entire regions are destroyed. But amid the destruction, hope is reborn. The survivors, led by Captain Laura Harper and the remaining resistance members, begin the long process of rebuilding. Together, they pick up the pieces, knowing that the future of humanity lies in their hands. The streets, once filled with the horrors of war, now echo with the sounds of construction and the promise of a new beginning. Humanity, united like never before, rises from the ashes. Honoring the fallen, the first thing Harper and her team do is honor the fallen soldiers, those who sacrificed everything for the future of humanity. A memorial is built in a central location, where the names of all the brave souls who gave their lives are inscribed on stone tablets. Among them is Sergeant Bonner, a hero whose courage and sacrifice will never be forgotten. Harper places a single white flower at his memorial, her face solemn but filled with pride. His words echo in her mind, "We'll show them the power of humanity." Though Earth's future is uncertain, the victory over the aliens marks the dawn of a new era. The world is no longer divided by borders or conflicts. Instead, humanity stands united, ready to face any challenge that may come. The scars of war remain, but they serve as a reminder of the strength and resilience that define the human spirit. The camera pans over the devastated cities, once thriving, now quiet and broken. But the camera lingers on the signs of hope, people working together to rebuild, children playing in the streets, and new governments being formed to lead the planet into this new age. The Earth may have been battered, but it is far from broken. The humans, having faced the greatest threat imaginable, now look to the future with courage. As the Earth begins to heal, the final scene takes place in a high-tech communications center, where Captain Harper stands before a large console. With a look of determination in her eyes, she sends a message out into the stars, not just for Earth, but for all who might listen across the galaxy. Her voice is steady, her words clear and filled with strength. "We are Earth. We may be small, but we are strong. We'll show you what true power is." The camera zooms in on her face, the intensity in her eyes a reflection of the power of her message. Harper's words are not just a statement, they are a promise. A promise that humanity, no matter the odds, will never give up. The message travels out into the vastness of space, echoing across the universe, a signal that humanity is ready to defend its home and show the cosmos that Earth will not be an easy target. As the message is sent, the camera pans out, showing a devastated but defiant Earth from space. The planet is scarred, its surface marred by the impact of the war, but it still shines brightly in the vast darkness of space. The Earth, though broken, stands tall, its resilience undiminished. The message echoes through the universe, reaching distant stars, and the camera fades to black as the sound of Harper's voice lingers, a symbol of human strength, unity, and the promise of a brighter future.